Now, drinking this water, you're going to hear some fantastic results, but I want you to know that we want the FDA to know and you to know this water is not medicine. This water does not cure anything. Your body will heal itself when you put the stuff in your body it needs to get back to being in an alkaline state. Does that make sense to you? So don't go tell people this cures cancer, because it doesn't. Your body will heal itself when you put the right stuff in your body. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ask some people to come forward from our audience tonight. We've got them lined up over here. And we're going to start. We'd like you to come up, tell us your name, and tell us what happened to you. Come on up, please. Right there in your spot. There you go.
Hi, I'm Doug Stetson, and I had a little problem. I was drinking 9 44-ounce Diet Cokes a day. I almost died. Most of the people here know me. I couldn't walk maybe 15 feet. I had to lean on something. I had a terrible case of diabetes. I was taking 150 units of insulin every day, 3 syringefuls. I had other problems too, but I don't want to bore you with that. But I've been on the water about 18 months now. I've lost 93 pounds, which I was a big guy to begin with. My insulin has basically stopped. We're hoping to keep it that way. Of course, we've improved our diet a little bit too, but this water has done wonderful things for me. I got rid of back pain. I got rid of other problems. Of course, constipation went early. That's basically my story.
Thank you, Doug. Come up this way. Doug, there we go. Thank you very much.
My name is Ronald Spurs, and I had a case of Stasis leg ulcers due to CHF, which is congestive heart failure, a bad heart. I started drinking the water back in December. I was diagnosed in October, and I had 6 months to live. I was put on a home-based care program. I'm not going to mention the name. And since I've been drinking water 5 months now, I'm on my 7th month, and I'm still alive. And the doctors want to reevaluate me because they don't know what went wrong. And all I can say is change your water and change your life, and that's what it did for me.
All right, Ronald. Thank you, buddy.
Hi, my name is Sandra Torres. I've been on the water for about a month now, and it has changed my life completely. I was diagnosed with H. pylori about 2 years ago. I hadn't had a regular bowel movement in about 2 years. Had to completely stop drinking coffee. I don't know what it had, but it was completely, I would feel like there was a screwdriver trying to come out through my stomach. And I also have sciatic nerve pain from my foot to my back, which was constant chronic pain. I was on the water for 2 weeks, and the sciatic nerve completely went away. I definitely started having wholesome body movements, which is wonderful because I hadn't felt that normal in a long time. My nails are growing like crazy, my skin, my sciatic nerve completely went away, and I've never felt better. I have a ton of energy. My mother's arthritis went away. My sister lost 11.5 pounds in 2 weeks, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Right. Thank you, Sandra. Sandra, that's it. Thank you.
My name is Glenn Johns, and last May I had a massive heart attack with a quadruple bypass, and by November we've had found out that 3 of those 4 bypasses had collapsed, and by the end of February I was basically non-functional, up 2 hours, in bed 2 hours, and the last week in February I started drinking 8.5 Kangen water. And within 3 weeks, my energy level was through the roof, my depression was gone, and now, after about 8 weeks, today they just reduced the 4th of my medications. And so this has changed my life. By the way, I'm only drinking 48 ounces per day because of my congestive heart failure, and I'm still getting these kind of results. And I just thank the Lord for it.
All right. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kate Rigler. 13 years ago, I was diagnosed with a chronic ear infection that's actually called Mastoiditis. And I was told that I was autoimmune. So over that 13 years, I went through 7 ear operations, was told I just have to have it every 2 years. That was just part of it. I discovered this water. A friend at work gave it to me. And within 2 weeks, the condition was completely gone. The first week, the pain went away, and that horrible ee of the tinnitus, that went away the first week. The second week, all the infection was gone that would normally drip down my neck, literally, when I'd be talking. It smelled horrible. And ladies, I'd like to also say that for me, I no longer have to even consider hormone replacement. Completely got rid of hot flashes, night sweats. I lost 18 pounds. I am so happy for this water. I feel very blessed for it. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Kate. Good job.
My name is Jack Barnes. 3 years ago, I had a massive stroke. After the stroke, I was in a wheelchair and on so many medications that literally I would get lost in my own living room. A friend of mine insisted that I try this amazing water. After 1 gallon, my brain fog of 2 years was gone and has not returned, and that was 11 months ago. And believe me, with this water, it's a good idea to know how to get from the living room to the restroom. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Joe. I've been drinking the water for 10 months. I'm 40 years old. This water really works. Just kidding. I eat a really healthy vegetarian, organic, mostly raw, vegan diet. I'm an amateur skateboarder. And I used to buy alkaline water for $3 a gallon. I thought I was super healthy. Started drinking the water, immediately noticed so much energy. I slept so much better. And my brain just came back online. I felt so clear. And what I really noticed, though, is the first of this year, I dislocated my knee. The last time this happened, it took me 3 weeks on crutches to get better. And of course, with my diet, I was healing faster. But with this time, January 1st, I dislocated my knee, drank 2 gallons of water in 48 hours. I was completely better walking again. So.
All right, Joe.
Hi, my name is Irene, and I've been a massage therapist now for 10 years and was working 3 jobs at the same time. And I had a tendency to get very tired and very fatigued, especially at the end of the day. After 1 day on this water, my energy level increased. The fatigue level was way down, almost non-existent. And this is after having drank another type of alkaline water for a year. But with this water, I noticed a difference. The other thing that happened was after having sleep problems for about 15 to 20 years and having to rely on natural sleep aids like herbal supplements and stuff like that, I no longer have to do that. I've just been able to sleep really well. It's completely changed the quality of my sleep, so I'm very, very thankful for the water.
All right, Irene.
Hi, I'm Harvey Brandman, and turned 66 2 weeks ago.
All right, Harvey.
And I've been healthy. I've never really had any major problems, but now I'm much healthier. Strangest phenomenon, I went to my son's house in Sacramento a month ago, and I was in his house for about an hour, and I said, I wonder what's wrong. I'm not having my allergy attack. He's got 2 cats. I've never been able to go into a house where cats are present and not have the sneezing, the running nose, the itchy eyes. And I was there for 3 nights. It never happened. I'm a photographer, and every year I photograph kids with little bunny rabbits. And over the last 9 or 10 years, I've never been able to handle the bunnies without having the same allergic reaction. And this year, I'm not having that problem. So it just goes to show that you can lose your allergies just by drinking Kangen water.
Right.
Hi, my name is Mary Walker, and I'm going to actually share a story of the Kangen water for my son James. He's 10. He was diagnosed with autism when he was 3. And for years, as is the case with many of the autistic children, he suffered from huge gut issues. He went from constipation to diarrhea. He had encopresis. It was so painful for him to eliminate that he would actually go 7 days without eliminating. We were in a crisis situation about 5 months ago. The water was brought to us by Michael and my friend Julie. James was laying on the couch. He hadn't eaten for probably 24 hours. Major pain. After drinking the water, within about 3 hours, the pain went away, the bloating went away. He was up. He actually started eating. Within those first few weeks, elimination was greatly improved. And he's just doing amazingly well. We also are dealing with candida issues, which is also another problem these kids have. The alkalinity of the water is a huge weapon in fighting that. Another problem with that gut issues comes, he has autistic enterocolitis, huge joint pain. He would wake up in the middle of the night crying, "Mommy, my feet hurt, my legs hurt." I never knew what the problem was. Drinking the water now, that's all gone away. Another issue, extremely elevated levels of testosterone. We began giving him injections daily of a medication that costs $5,600 a month. It helped him greatly to keep the testosterone levels down. However, at the beginning of this year, he was doing so well on the water, we decided to wean him off the medicine. And praise God, his testosterone levels are staying within normal. So this has just been a huge thing for us. Mental clarity, connecting the dots. His whole personality is coming out. I'm finally getting the kid that I lost for all these years, and it's just been such a huge blessing. So.
Thank you, Mary.
Good evening. My name is Julie Walden, and I'm here to share a story regarding my husband.
A little louder, please.
5 years ago, he woke up and had a cerebral hemorrhage. And for any of you that know what that is, he actually was in a coma for 2 months and in the hospital for 5 months, and he was not progressing. So we were told to just bring him home or put him in a nursing home. We brought him home, and he was completely bedfast, couldn't swallow, was on a food tube, couldn't walk. This was 5 years ago. One of the biggest issues for him has been dehydration. Amongst other things, that was really critical. After another surgery that he had a year ago in August, I had met Michael in June of last year. And based on Jeff's condition, and he had gotten to a point where he was moderately independent. And after just bringing the water into the house within 24 hours, I knew instantly that this was something that could generate some health for him. So that was in June. Now, the first thing we started to see, within a week, he didn't need any IVs. Jeff needed regular IVs. He actually needed them weekly. They're extremely expensive, but he needed it for his hydration. So within a week, he didn't need it. He's never had another IV. Within 3 months, he started to detox, and we saw immediate changes there. And in about 5 months, what we saw was his skin had changed. He was completely hydrated. His skin used to be very gray and crepey. It no longer is. His hair color changed. It's very rich and brown. He is doing well all the way around. The most magnificent part is I went in to help him in about November to get dressed and brush his hair and get ready for his day, which would be our normal routine. And by the time I got in there to see him, he had dressed himself. He had brushed his hair, brushed his teeth, and he was sitting in front of the computer, and he was proactive. So I have to tell, and if you've ever been through any of these medical experiences, not only are they draining emotionally, they're draining financially. So right now, what we can provide for him was changing the water. And it's changed everyone in our family. In particular, what we see with Jeff is miraculous. I hope you all get a chance to meet him. He is a blessing. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie. When we first met Julie and Jeff really was just sitting in the living room, and he did the blink yes 1 or 2 times for yes and no. And that was it. I mean, really couldn't talk or walk or eat. He was just pretty immobile. 7 months now. We pull up to their house. Jeff's standing outside dressed without a cane. He goes, "Nice car." Jeff's coming back. It's wonderful to see. Now, the stories we're telling you, we don't make this up. This is all true. And there's many, many more. We want you to hear them all. But the people who aren't here tonight, we want you to listen to what's happening. This is your family. This is your life. Well, before you leave, I want you to tell your story, too. Get the little microphone. Tell them what happened to us. I already told them we had blowing out diarrhea for, that wasn't all that happened. We had some good stuff happen.
Well, I certainly appreciate you telling everybody that every time. Anyways, my personal experience is I'm one of those people that have always been a high-impact exerciser. Tennis, running, cross-country, kickboxing, all of those things. So all of my life I've had problems with my feet, particularly bone spurs. And over the years I had cortisone shots in the left and the right, orthotics, anything so I could just keep participating, but very, very painful. We started drinking the water in September of '07. And after just a few weeks, I remember getting up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and I was expecting this very, very sharp pain that comes with these bone spurs. And it wasn't there. It hasn't been back. No shots. I'm back running and doing everything regularly. I lost 11 pounds also and been sleeping better. It's just really been such a wonderful thing for our life.
Thank you, Gaylan.